Hello, welcome to this video. I'm Dr. Ojo. If you are a subscriber, thank you for coming back. And if you are new, welcome to this channel. Today I'm going to continue our series on how to instantly improve your writing. This will be the part 2 of this particular series, and today we are going to talk about writing numbers within essays. Now this is one of the things I see that a lot of applicants do wrongly when it comes to writing numbers. So I'm going to break it down for you here, what I've seen as common mistakes in some of the essays I've reviewed and how you can adjust on that in future essays. Whenever you are writing numbers, make sure you write it out if that number is at the beginning of a sentence. For example, 10 people applied for the position. So the 10 should not be in numerals but in words. Moving on to rule 2 that I want to talk about is whenever you are writing single digit numbers, those are numbers 0 to 9, you have to spell it out in words and not just in numerals. Now, if the number is greater than 9, you can then use numerals if you are expressing this particular number within a sentence. And I'll give you an example of a right or wrong expression. I read 4 books this month. Or, I read 10 books this month. So if it's a single digit, you have to write it all out. But if it's more than a number more than 9, then you can use the numeric form. Now, the next rule you need to know at the back of your head is if you are expressing simple fractions like 1/3 or 1/2, then you need to write it out in words. For example, we require a 2/3 majority to pass a bill in Congress. Now, when you are expressing mixed fractions, like, 10.5 or 3.5, in this case, anything goes. You can decide to express it in words or keep it as a number. So please know the difference when you are expressing simple or mixed fractions. Now, the next problem I commonly see is the use of commas within numbers that are 4 or more digits, especially when writing them in words. So you don't need a comma. However, if you are writing it in numeric form, then you have to use a comma, right? For example, $5,044.50. You do not need a comma when writing it out in words. Now let's move on and talk about decades. So if you are writing decades within an essay, you do not need to capitalize the first letter. For example, when you're saying something like in the 80s, the E doesn't really need to be a capital letter. Still talking about decades, if you want to write a shortened form in numerals like 80s, so you don't need to put an apostrophe between 0 and S. Rather, the apostrophe should be behind 8 in this case. Of course, to save you all this trouble, you can just write it all out in words or use the complete numerals like 1980s. That saves you a lot of trouble. So the next one, when you are writing compound numbers, for example 44, make sure you hyphenate this compound number. So don't forget the hyphen. So that's all I have for you today. I hope you learned something. If you did, like the video, and if you have not subscribed, subscribe to the channel, as I'll be bringing a lot of educative videos to you on this channel. Videos that are useful for academia and also educative videos in life generally as a young professional. You can also check out our other videos that are tailored towards grad school admission and funding. And also don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Bestman Academy and also on Facebook at Bestman Academy. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.